They got through this journey through unity, collaboration, and helping each other. 9 years of the PYP journey taught them to do so. They always stuck together like honey and were there for each other. Greetings, everyone. This is the story of the quality education pioneers. Their topic is quality education, and they hope to inform and ensure equity and quality education.
Nelson Mandela was a political leader who fought for equality. Many see him as a role model. We do too. He once said, "Education is the greatest engine of personal development. It is through education that the daughter of a peasant can become a doctor, that the son of a mine worker can become the head of the mine, that a child of farm workers can become the president of a great nation."
Every story has its own unique characters. Each character is different and has different characteristics. Do you want to know about the characters of this story? We hope you do. Introducing the 11 characters of the quality education pioneers. But wait. What is the story missing?
A plot?
A problem?
No, it's the author. The author is the one who created the characters and shaped their lives. In fact, she was the one who gave them life. She guided them throughout the way. She was like a lighthouse for the characters. She nurtured them. She helped the characters clear their path of rocks. She is the one and only Anjum Anara Begum, a person the characters look up to. She was their mentor. Without her, the characters are nothing. Now, about the characters. Get ready. We will get to know about the characters of this story.
We shall pass through this life but once. Any good, therefore, that I can do, or any kindness that I can show, let me do it now. Let me not defer or neglect it, for I shall never pass this way again. Well, hi, I am Ariba Armin Hassan, the group leader of Exhibition Group 5 Quality Education Pioneers. And I am kind. I want to continue showing kindness to others and set a good example for people. It fills my heart with joy.
I'm sweet and cute. I worry about getting old. I pretend to have magic. I feel the air around me. I'm sweet and cute. I hear the bells. I cry during sad movies. I understand the vastness of the universe. I dream of becoming a millionaire. I hope to be a good person. I'm sweet and cute. Hello everyone, I am Naranimat Ahmed and I am also one of the group member of the group called Quality Education Pioneers. I always try to be the better version of me and I want to be a role model for my next generations.
Quality education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Quality education is the foundation towards a better future. Hello everyone, I'm Sephora Jamal Shah, cooperative and a kind member of Group 5 Quality Education Pioneers.
I believe in doing the right things. That is my character and personality. So if anything is wrong, I always try to make things right. Hello everyone, my name is Zahian Rahman. I'm another member of the group called Quality Education Pioneers. I'm a very kind and curious person. I believe that quality education is very important. That's why I want to let everyone know about how important it is and why.
I'd like to think that I'm brave. That's a really wonderful personality trait. I would love to think that I'm the type of person to go and rescue someone. Hi, my name is Zaman, and I am another group member of Quality Education Pioneers, and I'm humorous and brave.
Compassion does not mean a pity. Compassion goes a long way. You might be offering a kind word or gesture today, while tomorrow someone else might show you another way. Hi, I'm Arizamin. I'm from Exhibition Group 5 Quality Education Pioneers.
We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day. Just you and me. That's right. We are the world. We are the children. and we can change the whole world with the help of the lightning power of quality education. I'm Saifan, and I'm one of the members of Quality Education Pioneers, and I'm hopeful to establish quality education and the society.
I am Raven Carey. I really enjoy action movies. When I grow up, along with my group, I want to provide quality education for a much lower price so that the entire world can afford it and make a brighter future. I am Rajin, a member of Group 5 Quality Education Pioneers.
I think it's my personality to overcome things, learn from them, and become stronger, both personally and professionally. To be honest, I welcome those hardships. Hi, my name is Rajat Talodar, and I am a member of the Quality Education Pioneers. I'm determined to achieve my sustainable goal of distributing quality education.
Open-minded people do not impose their beliefs on others. They do their own thing in peace without judgment. We believe that different species of the world has different perspectives. Hi, I am Madiha and I am also member of Quality Education Pioneers. I hope that this world will grow as a better society.
Education breeds confidence, confidence breeds hope, hope breeds peace. Hello everyone, I am Salman Sabik, a happy and gentle member of Quality Education Pioneers Group 5.
Let's get introduced to the unit matrix.
Why did we choose quality education? Quality education liberates the intellect, unlocks our imagination, and is fundamental for our self-respect. It is the key to prosperity and opens us a world of opportunities, making it possible for us to contribute to a society and make it progressive and healthy. Every human being should have access to quality education.
How we express ourselves. Inquiry into the ways in which we discover and express ideas, feelings, nature, culture, beliefs, and values. Central idea. Quality education enables us to express ourselves in our society and create a peaceful world. So now, the lines of inquiry. The first lines of inquiry is quality education and its importance. In this line of inquiry, we researched on quality education and why it is considered so important. Now the second line of inquiry, ways to get quality education. In this line of inquiry, we learned about how to achieve quality education and how we can provide it. Now the third lines of inquiry, which is impacts of quality education. In this line of inquiry, we got to learn about all the ways quality education affects us, our society, our governments, and our nation. And then the last lines of inquiry is our actions to provide quality education around the world. After finishing the previous lines of inquiry, we knew a lot of things. So this time we tried to take actions and we tried taking our actions towards providing quality education around the world.
Key concepts. Our key concepts are causation, function, and perspective.
Our related concepts. Our related concepts are education, culture, beliefs, and values. Education is, of course, really related to quality education. And our culture. Our culture, in quality education, we learn about culture, and in quality education, we strengthen our culture and we know a lot about our heritage and our culture and beliefs. In quality education, our beliefs get more strengthened, and we know what are we believing, and why are we believing. And last but not the least is value. We learn to value everything in quality education, like beliefs and cultures and all other things important in our lives. Last but not the least is approaches to learning and the profiles. We used all kinds of approaches to learning and profile. in the approaches to learning, we learned about all the five, and we used all the five more or less in all of our work differently. Like research skills, we use the research skills in research works while researching about ethics, causes, and action towards quality education. And all the profiles, like we became caring and we became sharing. We shared everything and we cared about our nature, our world, because lots of people aren't getting quality education. So we are in this unit, we are learning to how to become caring towards our society. So that's how more or less we used all the approaches to learnings and profiles in our quality education unit.
This is the end of our unit metrics.
Quality education. So quality education is ensuring access to quality teachers, quality learning tools, and professional development, safe and supportive quality learning environments. So it is based on how we get to communicate and how we all quality education also ensures inclusive and equitable quality education and promotes lifelong learning opportunities for all. Good quality education is one that provides all learners with capabilities they require to become economically productive, develop sustainable livelihoods, contribute to peaceful and democratic societies, and enhance individual well-being.
So quality education is a way of learning by using all resources that we own and with well-trained teachers. And it can also focus on all aspects like physical, social, and mental, etc. Quality education can also be learning regardless of someone's gender or religion. And one of the things is that people may expect quality education is basically the same thing, but that's not. Quality education and education have lots of differences. Like education may teach us facts, but quality education also teaches how to determine those facts. Quality education will mainly help people to be prepared for life in a better way. And people who are well educated are naturally more valued in society, and people who are quality educated have a more chance of making an impact in society. And quality education not only teaches us stuff, but it also helps us achieve new skills and profiles that are necessary in life. It makes us find our new talents, and it sets our standards high and helps us achieve them. Quality education can also focus on a person's health and well-being. It can teach us how to take care of ourselves, and it will never pressurize us. And it also helps us to learn in different ways and teaches us how to work properly with others and also how to do it independently.
The importance of quality education. Quality education is important in everyone's life. Firstly, it provides the foundation for justice and fairness in society. When people receive quality education, they can work towards the betterment of the society, and they can earn a decent amount to support their family and their financial situation. So, unlike in today's society where people who face challenges and struggle with poverty, they are usually looked down upon and not given equal rights or equal access to everything. However, when people receive quality education, they have a better future where they will earn more, and therefore they will get justice and fairness in their society. People can contribute to the society and help for their betterment because they know and learn about how they can develop their societies and develop their country based on the other developed countries surrounding their country. So it provides value to people because they are working for their society, they are valued in their society. It also prepares the children for life, not just for learning outcomes, because they learn how to face challenges and solve the problems necessary when they'll grow up. It also leads everyone and teaches them how to lead a healthy lifestyle, because they learn about the things necessary for a healthy lifestyle and how they can develop themselves and their skills. It helps societies, general public, the government and the authorities, and all the parts of the society prosper and develop. It also helps people work with the society for educational development, since they know how it feels and how quality education helps them develop themselves. So they use that knowledge to develop their educational system in their society. It also enhances the intelligence and helps us develop many skills and gain more knowledge. It also helps us bring positive changes in our life, as I said, teaches us about healthy lifestyles, which we can use later in our life as well. It focuses on the whole development of each child, including all the health, like social, mental, physical, and other development. It also leads to upward socioeconomic strength, because when people receive quality education, they have a better future and are usually more successful in whatever they do. So it will help them in the social structure and the economic part of the society. It's also the key to escaping poverty because of the wide range of employment opportunities that come with it. It also helps gender equality, because quality education is about providing it to boys and girls alike. It helps us lead peaceful and sustainable life, because we are aware about our surroundings and we can see and understand development.
First of all, take initiative. If you take initiative in your own, or if you get some people to take initiative with you, take them, and slowly you will see that everyone is agreeing with you and everyone is stepping up. Then the responsibilities of the parents. Talk to the parents first, and then first teachers. Talk to the teachers so that they can help you to understand that what your children need, or what are their concerns and what are their problems, the children's problems. And then also they need to make sure that there is a balanced education at home and school. As we are talking about discrimination, like men get more education than women, and it's wrong. Both men and women should have the same rights, and they should get the same kind of equal education. If men can get education, then women should also get education. And then encourage your children to study more and more and gain more knowledge. And then you should of course support, help, guide, and provide your children to study in a proper way, and create opportunities for the children so that they can do quality education with lots of confidence. And then the teacher's responsibility. There should be a trained teachers who can understand the problems, make children understand, and then be a mentor and nurture of the students so that they can help students out. And they should also take children's knowledge so that they can understand what children want and ask them if there is a problem or not. And then what's the community's responsibilities? So the community should advocate and spread awareness about education, because in lots of scenarios we can see that men are getting lots of education than women, and this is not good. We know it's not good, so up and do something for our society and spread awareness. And then involvement in local community. Of course, we need some help from someone. So local community can be someone who can donate money to the people, those who are not, those who can manage quality education for their kids. So of course, we can take help from local communities so that they can contribute to some people, those who can manage quality education, so that they can manage it now.
The first way to get quality education is socializing and interacting as much as you can with people, and also keeping your health in good hygiene. Second of all, you should develop your skills and gain knowledge about the subject you are learning about, and always learn at a pace that is suitable for you. And now, be respectful and acknowledge your teacher by being attentive in class and taking part in the discussions, and also having proper self-management by organizing yourself. And now, always stay in a positive manner.
Take a look at the inquiry cycle.
Hello everyone, take a look at our PYP journey. This is the slides on our inquiry cycle stages. The unit cycle starts with the tuning in stage. Let us show you how much work we have done in this stage. Let's begin.
Our first work at this stage was observing a bunch of pictures. In the docs, we had chosen multiple pictures related to quality education. After that, we showed the picture relating to quality education to the whole class. This gave us a good idea on how quality education worked and how it looked like when we were getting provided with quality education. This work really helped us and it was a perfect start to this unit.
In this inquiry stage, we also had a drama presentation. After finishing the first work, we had a pretty good idea of what quality education was. So we decided to divide ourselves into two groups. One group would create a drama presentation on impacts of getting quality education, and the other group would create a drama presentation on impacts of not getting quality education. So we sent ourselves to the breakout room so we could discuss with her. After preparing our drama, we went back to the main session so both the groups could present and show our presentation together. But you must be wondering how this drama presentation was like. So now we will be showing you a bit of the footage of how the drama presentation was.
She reached school on Monday and she saw her teacher announcing something. She went inside to listen to her teacher.
Today we are going to be studying about adjectives. Remember, you have a test tomorrow, so study properly. There will be questions from the group.
What? We have a test tomorrow? What am I gonna do? I can't even understand this topic. I need to memorize this. I need to go home and memorize this topic as soon as possible.
A long time ago, there was a village named Mudrai village. People used to say that Mudrai village was quite advanced than others in farming and housing. The main job was farming, but for that, there was a total lack of education for the village children, especially among the girls. Meena and Mahdi came back from school, but meanwhile...
Father, my teacher informed me that you didn't pay for my school fees, but you paid for Mahdi's school fees. Why?
But don't act like you don't know why. You know that we have been lacking money for this year's job due to the lack of rain. And right now, Mahdi needs more education.
Father, thanks, but my sister needs education too. I have learned about it today in class and she needs classes too.
After finishing the drama presentation, we analyzed both of the situations shown in the role plays. Then we had to do a group assessment through a continuum. We went back to the breakout room, assessed each other. The criteria in the group assessment were self-management skills, social skills, and communication skills. So we discussed and assessed everyone in the group.
After doing the drama presentation, we had a good prior knowledge on what quality education was. So we had to create a whiteboard. This whiteboard was a pair work. So we discussed with our peers what we wanted to write. The whiteboard was about quality education, so we had to write what quality education feels like, what quality education sounds like, and what quality education looks like. We listened to everyone's perspective on our Y chart, and then if there was any mistake, we checked it and then we again corrected it.
After all this now, we had to create question. We all had to create our own concept beside question on quality education. We were also asked to add this question in the KWL log. After finishing the question, each student was asked to share them with the group. After sharing, we choose one question for each concept and wrote them down.
Now you know about all the work we did in the tuning stage. So now let's move on to the next stage.
Now we're going to be looking at the second stage, the finding out stage. Throughout the finding out stage, we researched all the lines of inquiry through mini researches and researches. After we researched it, we assessed ourselves through a solo self-assessment paper. Self-assessment paper was on our understanding of quality education and all of the subtopics. We marked which level we thought we were in and then wrote a research on it. Here's an example of it.
In the first week, we were in the unistructural stage. Our reflection here was that we thought that we were in the unistructural stage because we had the main idea about quality education. We could share our prior knowledge and ideas about what quality education is to the tuning in session. We also knew about quality education and its importance, which is one relevant and the main idea.
The purpose of this was to mark our learnings and reflect on them to find out where we were. We also had an interview session with Dr. Dale Taylor. We arranged a meeting by contacting her and asked the required questions to find the answer. We arranged this to know more about quality education, what to do about it, and how to provide it from an educator's perspective.
And this is what we see when we come and observe classes. How are they delivering their instruction to students? Are they clear? Do they set objectives? Okay. Do they articulate themselves well enough? Are there a variety of activities? Is instruction differentiated, which means is instruction given in different ways to different students so that they all understand? Because not everybody learns the same way. And so teachers have to recognize that and pay attention to that. That's really important. Learning environment is another standard. What is the classroom like? Is it organized? Okay. Are the students, are they managing to make sure that students are heard, students are well behaved, students feel safe? By safe, it's not just physically safe, but emotionally safe.
This interview helped us a lot. Then we had 2 guest speaker sessions with Ms. Murshida Karim and Mr. Sujal Islam.
We are very grateful to our respected parents for giving us some of their valuable time. Ms. Murshida Karim is an assistant professor who is in the Ministry of Education. She shared a lot about equity in quality education, the situation of education in Bangladesh, and organizations working towards it, and many more. Here is a clip of our guest speaker session with her.
About equality and equity. So I just add this picture in the slide only to remind you. Okay, only to remind you what is equality and what is equity. And what do you think? Which one is needed? Equality or equity? Okay, Ariba, would you please explain? You can explain describe the 2 pictures and then decide which one leads to which one and which one is you need.
So here in the picture, in the quality side, we can see that the same thing, the same one box is provided for each person. So the same thing is provided to each. therefore meaning that is equal for everybody. But in the side of equity, it is provided to everyone, but it's provided according to what they need. So it is what they need is the thing that's looked at, not only equality. So I think that we need equity in quality education, not equality, because when equity is there, equality can be achieved. Because here we can see that the man, he is already tall, he doesn't need a box, so he can stay like that. And then the person in the middle, the person needs a box, so that person can get a box. However, the child, when in equality side, when given one box, he can't see anything because he's too short to see. So the box from the man can be given to the child to make it fair for everyone and achieve equity. So equity is necessary for equality to be there in the society or in quality education.
Yes, thank you. So about equality and equity. So I just
We also had a guest speaker session with Mr. Sujal Islam Khan. He is an assistant professor of the Department of Architecture at North-South University. He shared about quality education, how to provide it, and what we can do. We also took a look at the materials the guest speakers brought.
Is good. I believe that when your learning is good, when you not only understand how to learn and apply knowledge, but about things, but also about yourself. That's the difficult part. Being educated about yourself, learning about yourself, learning how you learn, learning what you like, learning how to be happy, learning how to become learning how to behave. Those things are not always measured. Like on your grade sheet, you can find out that you'd have all your grades, like English A+, Maths A+. That means that you have, you know what you've been taught, you've been tested, you have gone into those learning outcomes. But learning outcome is a huge thing. It goes way beyond those grades. It goes on to understanding, to an understanding of yourself.
This helped us gain a lot of knowledge on various topics. From the mini research, we learned about quality education, that it teaches us to determine what we learn, and it is also very important for our future. It focuses on all our types of help, and it also encourages developing critical thinking skills for everyone. We also got to know that quality education requires a few things, such as trained teachers, parents' support, and standards for the teachers. We have to ensure a few things to provide quality education all around the world. Quality education means learning how to learn, and the 6 factors that are necessary for ensuring quality education also came into light. We found out a lot throughout this whole stage. It was very helpful.
Hey Sephora, can you please help me with something?
Sure, Nimat.
You know, I just forgot. After the finding out stage, what stage was it?
Oh, you silly Nimat. It was the sorting out stage.
Oh yeah, it was the sorting out stage. Now we're going to be presenting our sorting out stage, and we're going to tell that what are the activities, profiles, and skills that we developed.
After completing our research, we had to present our findings through a slide or drama. We got 2 days to prepare the presentation. After that, we presented our work on Wednesday. We students also had a group self-assessment to do on the research and presentation. We assessed ourselves on group collaboration, group work, research, and presentation. The skills we applied is research skills. The profile we demonstrated is knowledge.
did the Venn diagram activity. In the Venn diagram activity, we found out what are the differences between quality education and education, what are the similarities. From this activity, we developed our thinking skills and from the profiles knowledgeable.
Next, we had to create cartoon strips with the impacts of quality education through a situation. We had to create a situation that expresses the impact of either receiving or not receiving a quality education. The skills we applied is thinking skills. The profiles we demonstrated are reflective, knowledgeable, and thinkers.
Next was the talk show. It was really fun. In the talk show, we did the presentation on different roles and responsibilities of different people. For example, the responsibility of a teacher, a government, and many more. We did the talk show based on the guest speaker session because our guest speaker came and told us different responsibilities that they're maintaining. And from that, we did this talk show. And from this talk show, we developed our communication and social skills. And the profile that we demonstrated is communicators. Now let's see a small clip of our talk show.
Okay, good morning everyone and welcome to the Daily Show with me, Ariba Minasan. Today we are going to be discussing about a topic that recently people have been very concerned about, the quality of education. And to understand this better, we have a few guests with us tonight. So we have a parent, members of the community, and member of the government, a teacher, and a student. So we are going to be starting with the parents. We have Ms. Safura Jamal Shah and Mr. Ayan Zaman. So what do you think? What responsibilities do parents have to provide quality education around?
Supporting for her, and we should, as a parent, I should always motivate my child and monitor the child's progress in school and everywhere. So, and we should try to coordinate with the teachers, and we should try that we can.
First of all, I want to say that children should get education first. Children should ensure their basic education and then come to their quality education. That's what we are trying to do. We are trying to ensure basic education because nowadays basic education for every children is becoming harder and harder day by day. So we are trying to find basic education for every children, and then we are trying to come to the point of quality education. The going further stage. In the going further stage, we dug further and dug deeper into our topic. We found the movie Tar Zameen Par. We watched it throughout the 8th grade. We watched the movie because we wanted to know how to help needy people to get their quality education with the help of their own capability. It was a fun movie to watch, and we gained a lot of knowledge from it. We could learn about what education should be like, and that it is different for everyone. Everyone sees it different. In addition, we also researched on our topic of interest for going further. Some of us got to know more about the organizations working towards the quality education, worldwide and in Bangladesh. We also researched and gained knowledge on the education system of various countries. We researched on education systems of Finland, the USA, the UK, and Bangladesh. The objective was to know more and go deeper into quality education system because the education system shapes the learning of our lifelong. So that was all for going for this stage, and now let's see more.
Started the Making Connections stage by creating a survey on quality education. We got answers from people and got to know about their opinions. Many people agreed that we all should get quality education, and also many suggested making a petition to the local authorities. In this task, we demonstrated thinking skills and also in a way communication skills. We demonstrated communication skills by replying to the answers and thinking skills by thinking and creating the questions for the survey. We analyzed and created various graphs based on our survey finding. After that, we started our work on De Bono's 6 thinking hats.
We chose one thinking hat each and then made it connected to quality education. After that, we completed the solo self-assessment paper. We also created a PMI chart on quality education. When we chose the thinking hats, we demonstrated the profile thinkers and the critical thinking skills. In the PMI chart and solo self-assessment paper, we demonstrated the profile principles because we were honest about the solo self-assessment paper where we assessed ourselves. Also, we were honest in the PMI chart and wrote the parts we did or didn't like. Through these tasks, we were able to connect quality education because when we chose the thinking hats, we thought of ideas on how to provide quality education all around the world.
We get to taking action. It is the most important in the inquiry cycle, as in this stage we start to take action on the unit we just had. In taking action, we do multiple activities. We firstly created a documentary on quality education. Also, we made 2 groups where we made a leaflet about parents' role in the enrollment of their child in quality education. We also talked about the Finnish education system, which is in debate for the best education system in the world. For example, kids start to go to school at 8 years old, not the standard 3-4 in other countries. So the kids are more mature and are ready for what is to come. We also made different posters on different slogans for quality education. We also wrote an editorial letter to the Daily Star and the Independent Bangladesh. We also talked about how some cheat education and choose the wrong path. The objective of our taking action was to inform people about quality education and what they can do about it. We wanted to make people aware about this very important topic. We developed communication skills, thinking skills, and social skills. The profiles we developed are reflective communicators and thinkers.
Good morning, dear friends and teachers. My name is Ayan, and today we will be presenting on the activities we did under the subject of English. So let's start, shall we?
Why do we need to incorporate the subject in transdisciplinary? Moreover, the use of English as an international language is growing with the time because it is the only medium for communication in many countries. English is also used widely in the literature and media section to publish books. Most of the writers write in the English language due to the vast majority of readers know only the English language.
So our first activity was a comprehension on a boy who got no education. So in here, we read this story. The story is about a boy who got no education. After reading, we were given some questions and we answered those questions.
One of our other tasks was a listening assessment by a short documentary on quality education. Students watched the following video and answered the following questions.
Another activity we did was a research about a famous person who didn't get quality education. Here, our task was to research about a person and write a biography on them. So as you can see, we researched about like Benjamin Franklin or like another famous person, and then we wrote about their education and their life.
Welcome to our slides on our Bangla subject work.
We will be showing you all our Bangla works in this unit.
Our first Bangla work on this unit was the matrix. The matrix was already done in English. Previously, we discussed with our group and created our matrix and wrote it down. But it was written in English, so now all we had to do was translate it. In order to translate it, we discussed with our group and made sure every wording of the translation was perfect. And eventually, we succeeded in translating it. The next work was translating a paragraph. Over here, we were already given an English paragraph. The English paragraph was on quality education and it had all sorts of information about it. So now this was a pair work, so we had to go to the breakout room where we discussed with our pairs. First, with our pairs, we made sure that we already read the paragraph properly so we could do the work properly. After that, we discussed and made sure all the wordings were perfect, and then we translated it. And eventually, after finishing the translation, we went back to the main station so we could share it with our pairs and the rest of the class.
Translating unit-related words. So we translated all the unit-related words which were really related to our unit, like quality education, sustainable development goals. So we need to concentrate on Bangla first because we are Bangladeshi and we need to know Bangla. So that's why we translated all the English words into Bangla. We translated these words to English to Bangla and mainly focused on learning the Bangla. And also we can learn new Bangla words which will be great to learn. So that was translating unit related words. The next thing we have done is paragraph on how quality education can help us in real life. So here we were supposed to write a paragraph on how quality education can help us. And we also had to underline and write all types of sentences.
Which subject is left? We did English, Bengali, and of course, mathematics. Mathematics is the abstract key which turns the lock of the physical universe, said John Polkinghorne. We did various activities for the subject mathematics. We related these topics to our unit, quality education. We did fun and enjoyable activities, so math was very fun to do. We started with a quadrilateral worksheet. We imagined that a rectangle is Bangladesh. We had to use as many different types of quadrilaterals as we could to provide quality education to everyone. Therefore, we thought and imagined about providing quality education through quadrilaterals. We also answered some questions from our perspective. We answered questions like, what can we do to increase the number of people getting quality education, and what can the government do? The objective of this was to review our learning on quadrilaterals and quality education. We also completed a worksheet on pie chart. We prepared a pie chart on a given survey of 100 people. This was about the education in America. We also answered some questions such as, how many people graduated high school? There were 40 people who did that. And what is the difference between the number of people having a 4-year degree and a 2-year degree? We also answered, why do we think most people graduated high school? The objective of this was to prepare a pie chart and review our learning on quality education. We also did something on probability. We used some words to describe the probability of various situations. These were related to quality education, and some of them were, all the kids in Bangladesh will be getting quality education from next month, and some other statements like this. We also wrote whether these outcomes are possible, certain, or impossible. such as quality education will help us develop various skills. We all know that this is certain. The objective of this task was to utilize our learning about probability and apply it to think about situations related to quality education. Life is 10% what you make it and 90% how you take it. We did some work on percentage as well. We found out the percentage of people in total, male, female, getting education, and percentage of people not getting quality education in Bangladesh. We also found out the percentage of people in poverty. We converted these into a whole number, decimal, fraction, lowest term fraction, and ratio. We answered some questions too, which include how many people in Bangladesh are getting education as a number, and if we think that poverty is connected to quality education. We assessed ourselves based on our concept on percentage and rated ourselves using stars because this was an assessment. Problem solving is very important. We did that too. The problems were about exam institutes for the SSC examination 2006 in Dhaka. We used 4 operations to solve the word problems that we were given. And lastly, we also created pictographs. There was a survey conducted on 100 employees about their happiness with their jobs. The happiness level of employees were 52% of the employees reported on being happy with their jobs. 26% of them reported being somewhat happy with their jobs. And 22% reported being dissatisfied with their jobs. Using this information, we created a pictograph. Quality education is related to being happy with your work and managing life. We have to manage work, friends, and family to be happy because happiness is very important. This was all we did for mathematics.
We're already done with English, Bangla and Math. And now comes ACL. It's a new subject. ACL stands for Social Emotional Learning. And we're going to tell you that how did we connect ACL with quality education and what are the activities that we did for ACL.
Before knowing the activities that we have done, it's very important to know that what is SEL. SEL stands for Social Emotional Learning. Social Emotional Learning is the process of developing the self-awareness, self-control, and interpersonal skills that are vital for school, work, and life success. People with strong social emotional skills are better able to cope with everyday challenges, benefit academically, professionally, and socially. From effective problem solving to self-discipline, from impulse control to emotion management and more, SEL provides a foundation for positive long-term effects on kids, adults, and communities.
Now, the activities. Activity number 1. Strengths from a perspective of quality education. In this activity, we basically wrote our strengths and our weakness in different places. And then we related this with quality education.
Our next activity was peer reaction questionnaire. In this activity, we had to read a scenario and answer the question. This was based on what do we think the changes in this scenario would be if the people in this scenario showed empathy and as in the quality education.
Activity number 3. How do I respond? In this activity, there were different kind of pictures and there was a small little clue given. And then we decided we needed to write that what is the appropriate way to respond and the negative way to respond. We did this because we wanted to see that while we're doing quality education, that time also the behavior and this is very much needed. So that's why we did this activity.
These were all the activities that we had done in the SEL works.
Bangladesh has made remarkable progress in primary education. Today, nearly 98% children attend primary school. Bangladesh is among the few countries to achieve gender parity in school enrollment. 80% children completed primary education in 2015, which increased from 60% completion rate in 2010.
শহরাঞ্চলে জীবনযাপন করা আসলে খুবই কষ্টসাধ্য ব্যাপার। এখানে বিদ্যুতের সুবিধা নেই, এখানে আপনার যোগাযোগ ব্যবস্থা খুবই খারাপ, হসপিটাল অনেক দূরে, এখানে আপনি ভালো কোনো কাজের কোনো সুযোগ নেই, চাইলেও পড়াশোনার সুযোগটা ঠিক মতো পাচ্ছে না। শহরাঞ্চলে শিশুদের বেড়ে ওঠার সময় অনেক ধরনের প্রতিবন্ধকতার মুখোমুখি হতে হয় এবং স্কুলগুলো অনেক দূরে হওয়ায় তাদের স্কুলে যাওয়ার বিষয়টা নিশ্চিত হচ্ছে না। আমার বাড়ি থেকে স্কুল অনেক দূরে ছিল, যে কারণে শুকনার সময় আমার প্রতিদিন স্কুলে যেতে এবং আসতে প্রায় 15 কিলোমিটার হাঁটতে হতো এবং এতে আমার প্রায় 1.5 থেকে 2 ঘন্টা সময় লাগতো। বর্ষার মৌসুমে এই এলাকাতে 3-4 মাস পুরো বন্যা হতো। এই সময়টা কোনো যোগাযোগ ব্যবস্থা থাকতো না, কোনো নৌকা ছিল না, স্কুলে যেতে পারতাম না এবং স্কুলে কোনো ক্লাস হতো না।
We are a group of people. A simple sentence, isn't it? A sentence that you and I can understand. However, pupils from areas like Kenya, Tanzania, rural India, and Bangladesh or Uganda cannot understand it. The whole world is facing an education or learning crisis. While countries have notably expanded, access to education being in school isn't the same thing as learning. Globally, hundreds of millions of the children become young adults without the most basic skills like reading some instructions or understanding written on the roads, let alone developing a career of their own. Quality education, an education that is crucial all around the world. But is it really being provided to everyone regardless of race, gender, or ethnicity all around the world? Let's take a look.
Once upon a time, in a land where trouble ruled, a little girl searched for hope, for life, for school. With just her school bag on her back, she ran towards the river, but she could hear them all around her. What pain would they deliver? Her heart pounded faster than she knew she'd have to fight. So she grabbed a ruler from her bag and she fought with all her might. With her spirit lifted, the first battle had been won. But she could hear the clouds building. The next was still to come. As war ran all around her, she knew she'd have to hide. So she took out a book and she quickly climbed inside. The words washed over her and under her, becoming a thick shield that the bullets couldn't penetrate. The ink just wouldn't yield. The path was now clear, and her resolve was even stronger. But her journey stretched ahead of her, seeming ever longer. To cross the dark waves of despair, she knew she'd have to fly. So she used what she could find and continued way up high. And as she flew, she looked ahead and could see her journey's end. A glowing room, a brilliant blue, a school she could attain. With her feet back on the soil, the path was open wide. She sprinted to the open door and quickly rushed inside. A chapter completed, her journey now won. But the story isn't over. In fact, it's just begun.
কারণে গত বছরের 18 মার্চ শিক্ষা প্রতিষ্ঠান বন্ধ করে দেয়া হয়। এরপর কম বেশি ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হয়েছে অনেক শিক্ষার্থী। তেমনি একজন কাউসার রাজধানীর একটি স্কুলে ষষ্ঠ শ্রেণীর ছাত্র ছিল। করোনায় কর্মহীন হয়ে পড়েন তার বাবা, বন্ধ হয়ে যায় তার পড়াশোনা। কাউসার এখন আজিমপুরের একটি বাজারে
Well, the
সবজি
truth
বিক্রি
is that still education is yet to be ensured for everyone, everywhere. Once this is ensured, nations can think about ensuring quality education everywhere. Therefore, it is still not provided to everyone regardless of where they come from. This is something that people need to pay attention to. Execution of various tasks carried out by delegates and qualified educationists, government officials, people of the local community, guardians, and most importantly, teachers, to improve the nation will bestow an effective impact upon all of us. It's never too late for young people to have opportunities to learn. Our youth deserves to be equipped with the skills they need to thrive in an increasingly demanding and uncertain job world. Given that today's students will be tomorrow's citizens and leaders, a good and relevant education is essential to turn aspirations into realities, says Annette Dixon, the Vice President of Human Development World Bank. Wholesome education requires some essential things. It requires proper standards, trained teachers, and curriculum.
Now, curriculums around the world. What are there? Broadly speaking, curriculums can be grouped into two main categories: national or state curriculums and non-country specific curriculums. National curriculums are associated with and set by a specific country or state. On the other hand, non-country specific curriculums are not associated with any countries in particular and instead are set by an internationally recognized education body. For example, the IB curriculum that we follow.
PYP learners are problem solvers who take ownership of their own learning.
I think the most important thing is the children see themselves as inquirers and problem solvers.
I've become better at inquiring because usually when the teacher tells me something when I was a kid, I would just say, okay, that's it. But now I think deeper into that and I actually just think of all sides and I ask questions and so I can learn more.
Some of our IB profiles are to reflect on life, to reflect on other people, to be a thinker, to be open-minded, to care more about other people. And so that really changed the way I think now.
The ability of the kids to think, discuss, and to apply their concepts, I mean, we still think they're quite young, but their ability to think, their ability to express their ideas is so amazing. Some kids in high school can't even think the way that these kids can.
Worldwide, more than 9,000 schools are teaching a curriculum different from that of the host nation, commonly referred to as international schools. The top English language curriculum includes the English National Curriculum, Bilingual Curriculum, USA National Curriculum, International Bachelor or IB Curriculum, International Primary Curriculum, Cambridge Curriculum, and International Mid-Years Curriculum. Fun fact, the national curriculum of England or British curriculum is the most successful and worldwide used in the world.
Objective strategic level. আমাদের এখানে যদি আপনি ইন্টারন্যাশনাল ন্যাশনাল সব লেভেলে there is a level of planning, level of analyzing, এখানে লেভেল হচ্ছে স্ট্র্যাটেজিক, অপারেশনাল এন্ড ট্যাকটিক্যাল। এখানে ইন্টেলিজেন্স আছে, অপারেশন আছে, অবজেক্টিভ আছে, সবই আছে। হয়তো উনার এটা হয়তো জ্ঞানের স্বল্পতার কারণে উনি বলছেন, কিন্তু উনি যে কথাটা বললেন যে এটা এক্সিস্ট করে না, এরকম ধরনের সুইপিং স্টেটমেন্ট আই ডোন্ট এক্সপেক্ট।
Which country do we live in? Bangladesh. Bangladesh also has one curriculum that it follows. Bangladesh has three main educational systems: general education, madrasa education, and vocational education. The Bangladeshi system has three levels: primary, secondary, and higher education. There are some types of curriculum here. There are the national curriculums and international ones like Ivy and Cambridge. These are considered completely different. The government of a nation or the educational boards are in charge of handling the curriculum. Hence, to ensure quality education, the national curriculum of the country has to include all the necessary things. It has to be useful and proper curriculum for many children study under it. We have to think about all the children of a country when thinking about quality education. Why do you think countries have quality education? Let me give you a hint. Curriculum and the way of passing information plays a vital role. Quality education and all the curriculums in a nation depend on the government support, the community support and funding that a school system receives. Therefore, these factors are very important.
শিক্ষক প্রশিক্ষণ মহাবিদ্যালয় উপযুক্ত প্রশিক্ষণের মাধ্যমে দক্ষ শিক্ষক তৈরির উদ্দেশ্যকে সামনে রেখে 1909 খ্রিস্টাব্দে ঢাকা টিচার্স ট্রেনিং কলেজ প্রতিষ্ঠিত হয়। বেঙ্গল গভর্নমেন্ট আদেশ নং 53 তারিখ 6 জানুয়ারি 1909 এর মাধ্যমে ঢাকার আরমানিটোলায় 1909 খ্রিস্টাব্দে
Teachers, a bright light in our lives. Teachers, guides of our path. Teachers make us who we are. Teachers have a vital role in providing quality education. In addition, quality education requires trained teachers who have the required skills to teach and train. Trained teachers require teachers training institutions. Therefore, there have to be enough teachers training institutes in a country for quality education. Hence, various communities and the governments have to come together and ensure proper teacher training institutes in every area. This is one step in achieving quality education. In Bangladesh and various other areas of the world, students cheat on various tests. Many people around the world don't have academic honesty, and it is considerably hard to achieve quality education without academic honesty. A lot of them try plagiarizing answers from either the net or from friends, and they don't give credit to it.
When we just plagiarize answers, we begin to rely on that as a solution, and later on, we end up learning absolutely nothing. If any big test is near, then somebody from the school may leak or sell those papers to receive money. That will cause the students who buy exam papers to know the answers without working hard or even trying. This is when people think about themselves, and that's why various engineering errors and hospital accidents often occur. The students who have bad grades most of the time can easily get all the answers if they buy papers, but that's not fair, and you learn nothing from that. But the brilliant students begin to suffer because they work hard. However, in the end, they are the only ones who learn properly. When people don't cooperate with quality education on becoming lifelong learners, they start struggling to contribute to society. There are some actions which the government is trying to take. In many countries, there is a high demand for IB, and in the IB curriculum, many life-changing lessons are given to students. Now, in Bangladesh, some universities are recognizing the IB curriculum, but still, plagiarism didn't stop because students are still getting the ability to cheat and are damaging a lot of the parts of our world. Cheating can lead to students passing their tests. It can lead to students being labeled brilliant. However, in the long run, students will be unsuccessful. Countries won't develop. Doctors will not be able to treat patients, and engineers will not be able to plan and think out proper infrastructure. There is no easy path to success. Hard work will lead to success. Therefore, we want to tell students to work hard, develop skills, and earn what they want. Students have to think that they're the developers of future generations. They have to be honest, and everyone has to change their mentality for quality education. Without this, quality education is simply impossible. The law for cheating states, whoever cheats shall be punished with the imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 1 year, or with fine, or with both. So you, the students and teachers watching, we request you to say no to cheating. Just think about it. How will cheating benefit anyone at all in the long run? Well, it won't. So do not cheat. Work hard and earn what you want. Do not use the wrong path. It will not help you.
Here's why you shouldn't cheat. You guys right now are constructing the person you're going to be for the rest of your life. Human behavior is mostly a matter of habits. People talk as if you make big decisions all the time about what to do, but that's not true. Almost all the time, you just do what you're in the habit of doing. If you get in the habit of cutting corners this early in your career, how are you going to make it through the harder upper division classes? And then, what are you going to do when you actually get a job and the person next to you isn't doing the same thing you're doing? Okay? You're not going to be able to look over somebody's shoulder, but you are going to be able to find ways to cut corners. And I don't want to fly in an airplane that was programmed by somebody who cheated in this class. Okay? So, really, and furthermore, what's the best thing that can come out of cheating? You condemn yourself to a life of doing something you don't know how to do and don't like doing. Okay? So don't cheat. If you do, you're really hurting yourself.
We have to fix this from the roots. Parents cannot get the question papers from the teachers. The government cannot make it necessary for teachers to make students pass, and teachers cannot be dishonest. There are teachers who admit to write answers in the blackboard or write it straight onto the paper with their left hands. Can you believe that? So let's all come together and work for the betterment of the society. Together, we can make the world a better place with quality education.
Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Nelson Mandela.
Assessments. Throughout the exhibition, we have assessed ourselves through various tools. We have used continuums, self-assessments, peer assessments, and group assessments. Every day, we have also written a reflection. We wrote it each day, and there we wrote about the daily task, the profiles and skills that we developed, and our reflection for that day. This reflection helped us reflect on ourselves and develop ourselves day by day. We all wrote our reflections and shared them with everyone in the class. It was truly a new and fun experience for us all. Here's a question for you. Which country is considered the country with the best education system? It starts with an F and ends with a D. Did you guess it? It's Finland. To make this more fun, we wanted to give you a tour. Since we can't visit anything, Virtual Life has taken a step further. Take a virtual tour of a Finnish kindergarten.
This is how their kindergartens are. We can surely learn from them. Art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life. Art is too important not to share. Therefore, we are sharing the artworks that we did throughout the exhibition related to our topic, quality education. The earth without art is just
Try to do what you can for quality education. It is your responsibility, my responsibility, our responsibility to ensure quality education around the world. We all have to maintain all our responsibilities to ensure quality education.
All of us do not have equal talent, but all of us should have an equal opportunity to develop our talent, and quality education provides that. Quality education gives us all a chance to bloom our hidden talents and skills. It focuses on developing various skills which are crucial all throughout life. Therefore, learning about this was very beneficial for us all. We could open the mask and see what it truly should be like. We uncovered the hidden truth, the mystery. As children, we understand that, which hundreds of parents do not. We can utilize our learning in various ways as well. In the future, we can grow up to be successful educators if we choose this path. Since we understand what quality education is, we will be able to pass this information on to other people. As lifelong learners, we will continue to learn about this topic as well. We are aware of this and can continue informing this vitally important topic.
Education, the Key to Life by Stanley Ogg. Education, the light of our life, a gift of academic life. Education, the key to a bright and rewarding future, a glue that joins our dreams like a suture. Education, a path to divine success, a smooth drive to our greatness. Education gives our thinking a different appearance and helps drive away all our ignorance. Education, it leads us to the path of prosperity and gives our tomorrow a sounding security. Education, the process of teaching and learning, which will help us in our future earning. Education is our right, for in it our future is bright.
This is the end of Exhibition Group 5's journey. They hope to continue working towards quality education all through their life. Thank you and goodbye.